Putting acceleration point centers into positions right now. Setting core systems. Everything through connections comes into the clock mechanism system, right? So as we come into the clock, the universal clock system, I have to retract, relocate, and resurface everything through its mechanism system. So it's going to allow us to go through time anomalies. Now, time anomaly is understanding reset positions when it comes into the Earth's rotation system. Those positions are set in so many galaxy locations, all right? Now, everything is set through space, right? I set up a point divisions through connections of Vega and everything through digital frame when it comes into Venus, and everything through calculation when it comes into Jupiter, and everything through formation when it comes into the Earth's surface of a new simulation pattern. So I got to change the anomalies of time, right? So humanity is basically going to go through time, okay? And what this does is it resurfaces the brain locations, and it goes into the cortex levels of the placebo. So it's got a lower front and it's got a higher front, okay? So it centers positions into your body conceptual system. So you guys are going to feel heat waves going through acceleration, all right? I'm telling you exactly what's going on. This is what I have to do to its acceptance to know that, okay, galaxies are set up, anomalies are set up. Now we got a freeze mechanism system. So for me to change the allocated situations of humanity is to change the traction locations to their positions when it comes in the magnetic force and highway information system. Everybody's in that position. So everybody's chakra system through 1 to 7, even if they're open, it doesn't matter. They're going to feel the energy system. The energy system is allowing everything through its galaxy location to set the coordinates. So it's on a time clock frequency level. Okay, so everybody's going through time right now. The acceleration modes and the sensors are going to put you in heat wave connection. Acceleration is going to put you in a speed force connection. And the cortex is going to put you into balance of your dream set locations. This is what I need to do to get into the simulation of humanity's system. Because now we're platitude the physical line systems. Now I got Venus coming in right now. It's really powerful. It's a different kind of sonar. It's like, it's really, really cool. So it's telling me to buckle up because we're going to go extremely fast. And now I have the clock set up at, let's see, the illustration diagram program. This is how you do it through the illustration program. As we get set up, before I get started, thank you all subscribers and viewers and everybody's watching my channel. It's Force Rise and Grand Rise. Now it's really powerful how we come into these times through connection, right? It sets coordinates all division of the system. Okay, so basically, coming in at division, it's almost 9 o'clock. So in position, before I started through calculation, it's going to speed up time to your connection systems. So it's going to put you in a position where you can allow yourself, see yourself into its future per second. So what this does, it changes the vibration out of the three-dimensional system completely, because there's still a little bit of security breaches through Dark 84 system. So the atmosphere system has to cleanse everything through galaxy locations. It sets all positions into your clock making system because you're all connected to the clock. Your clock is connected through your heart. Your heart's connected to the mind, and the mind's connected to the soul. All right, so we start with the clock. Now, when you see the clock, right, now that's the position I started. Now, we're going to change the location. It's now 9 o'clock in position. Center quartz position level system. 9 o'clock is coming into position right now. Okay, so now it's 9 o'clock, right? So this is what I'm going to do. The acceleration speed locators. Okay, we're going to get the sun interface connection. All right, sun's coming in right here. I got to do this extremely fast, right? It's got to be done in time. It's got to be done in right enough time. All right, that's a sun rotation. Okay, and then we got the moon interference connection. Remember, the moon and the sun are never too far apart. Okay, all right. So basically, we set that core system, and then we have the Earth rotation at the bottom through the center core system. Triangle division level system activate everything through code system, because that's the Earth at the bottom. Everything through calculations put in set positions through the triangle division level system. I'm using my plasma force energy system for communication. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. So this is a triangle division level system. Activate everything to the core system. Separate its location system. Put it into point division level. Cross-referencing location positions. Now, basically, as we're going to do, this is really powerful stuff. You guys are going to go into time anomaly. Okay, right now. So I'm setting upon my positions, changing my blue cycling rotation system to its diameters and everything through its metric system. The metric system is going to change everything through position. So what's going to happen now, you guys are going to go 5 minutes ahead of time. Okay, I have to do this so I can reset everybody's body framing system, put the hydraulics of their mind collaboration, open up their cortex to the dream location systems, change positions into the clocking mechanism system. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. All right, so now the sun basically, it's 9:05 in position. Okay, now everybody's on a time clock mechanism in the system. Everybody's on a different time zone. Some are 3 hours ahead, some are 6 hours ahead, some are 3 hours behind, some are 7 hours behind. It doesn't matter. What matters, it's all about understanding how to change your cortex to a different level, to a different division, to a different location, to acceleration speeds. So everybody's going to be 5 minutes ahead of time. Okay. The reason I have to do these things is to set coordinates to the galaxy locations. The galaxy is set in position. Remember, everything I did yesterday is coming into acceleration. So the clocking mechanism system, humanity, is going through the acceleration of dimensions right now. Really powerful times we're coming into, right? So it's 9:05 in position. Now, the triangular division level system comes in the 3-point division level system, activate everything through the sun, activate everything through the moon, activate everything through the Earth rotation. Okay. Now we're coming in the triangular division level system. I'm going to change location and positions. All right. Set the core system to activation code systems. Right. Plotted to division line communications to the clock communication system of galaxy locations. Time frequency level to time anomalies. This sets core systems to all positions of all humanity system into the ground formations, alter communication centers. Okay. Into the power centers of communication. And everything through the atmosphere system. Now, the atmosphere system is going to open up everything to triangular division level system. Allocate those positions comes into a full cylinder location to its position. All right. Now, that position is going to open up its cycle rotation, coming to space anomaly. Right. So, space anomaly and time anomaly is coming into traction location, setting positioning level systems into back traction locations. This is going to reset all levels of your dream set locations back into balance to position. So it's all about taking vibration, okay, out of the dark anomalies. Okay, everybody has a dark anomaly. So your fractures and everything through division, you got to go through acceleration, through speed, through force, and that puts you in positions of the future. Okay, so I had to put everybody 5 minutes faster, and you'll feel it too. You feel the energies going through, and it's like, whoa, what just happened? You look at your watch, and it's 9:05, right? So it's kind of like magic when you think about these things, right? This is understanding how you use your clocking mechanism systems. When you get up 24/7, right? 24/7, okay? Now, 24/7 does not exist in space and time. So it's using your clocking mechanism systems. Every time you travel, you're always 24 hours ahead. Now, you can't think of that because you're not in the clocking system, okay? Only in the physical system. In space, there's no time. There's no anything through its allowance, space allowance, anything time allowance. It doesn't allow, it doesn't perceive, it doesn't activate, it doesn't coordinate. Everything coordinates, okay, everything through number. Your identification code system opens up everything through calculation. It puts everybody into galaxy locations, into placebo, all right? So as we come into those divisions, I'm using electronic interference connection system, allocate those positions into the grounds, into the powers, and everything to the atmosphere system. That's repositioning everybody's body system now, right, through calculation. It opens up the triangular division level systems, 2-point division, okay? High rise is everybody electrical light systems, to position, okay? And everybody connects through the Earth rotation, a 5-dimensional system. Reframe, retract, and relocate its location, right? So as we come into those positions, the clock communication system is in its time frequency level code system. Okay, so it's allocated positions. So basically, this is understanding how to change the atmospheres, how to change time anomalies to its atmosphere, how to change the galaxies of dimensions, how to change the portal activations to clouds, how to change the coloration activation through portals and anything through code frequency. So I'm changing your code frequencies, okay, and your dreams anomalies and everything through your ascensions, putting everybody into back traction location, to speed locations, to acceleration speed divisions, which puts everybody into higher position. So what that means is your acceleration modes and everything through your connections is high forcing everything through vibration, okay? So that puts everybody into the 5th dimension. All right. So now we're in the acceleration when it comes into the simulation. Space anomaly is already set up through a simulation path. That's where we come into Venus. That's where we come into Earth. That's where we come into Jupiter, and everything through its connection, right? So Jupiter's and its anomalies that send out spatial location systems, right? Remember, dark entity forces that try to take over Jupiter, okay, because it's trying to reset positions to the computer operation system. Remember, it's everything through intelligence. So whatever they do, right, they enforce it, right? Whatever I do, I try to change it. But there's certain points where it comes into humanity's system. The more allocated positions, time code frequencies of time anomalies, everything through humanity is going to high rise faster and faster and faster and faster. So you guys are going to go faster in time now, every day, 24/7. You're going to feel it. You're going to get up in the morning and your acceleration of your mind system is going to wake up faster. You're going to go through perception faster. You're going to go through hand formations faster. You're going to be walking faster. You're going to go with confusing line signals. You're going to go through graphing systems. You're going to go through parallels. You're going to go through paradigm. You're going to go through paradox. You're going to go through the matrix. The new matrix location system is going to set everybody to reset positions into simulation. Okay? So I'm not just creation of the simulation. I'm the creation of the simulation of the universal system. Okay, of all clocking mechanisms of humans. So that set course positions. Okay, I got an upgrade, a full upgrade from Venus. Really, really powerful. So it's amazing how we come into these divisions of time anomalies and clock and fixing level systems. Now, what is space and what is time? What is the allocation of space and time? What is its position of time? What is its position of humanity of time? You understand space anomaly. You understand time anomaly. And this is how you do everything through fraction locations. You guys are going to feel your cortex. You're going to see, you're going to feel your placebos. So like I said, every time you get up from here on in, everybody's going to go through acceleration, which means that you're going to go faster through connection. And every time you travel outside or anywhere, it's going to change the atmosphere. It's going to change the grounds, the powers, and everything through connection space anomaly. So you get space anomaly and you get time anomaly in balance through human vibration into the fifth dimensional system. Yay! So as we're coming in positions, we go into line communication with chakra system. All right? Those allocated positions open up all your chakra locations into higher levels of contention positions, right? This puts you into the grounds, right? Okay, see that dot there? And basically, it's all about astral projecting to higher levels, higher connection system. Okay, then you come into the balance and security. Okay. Now, everything through coloration changes everything through the mind system, through the placebo, through the cortex locations. It's understanding everything through the matrix, set of course of positions. Because humanity doesn't understand the chakra system, I'm reset positioning their placebos so they can have a better sleep at night, knowing that when they get up, they're going through acceleration of speed. And then realize, oh, wow, is time going fast? They say, yes, it is. So the more time goes faster, the more we can connect to our awakening, right? And this is how you change things through weather, through vibration, or anything through galaxies, or anything anomalies. I had to change the mechanism system of humanity, right? So a lock and key through freezing motion levels of connection system. This puts higher positions in humanity's system. So basically, you're standing still for 1 second per second for 24 hours, okay, within that provision. So that sets core systems to allocate positions into all portal location systems of 7777, 2222, 44, 44, 11, 11. Those are center core position level now through connections. So your sonar division levels are open up through balance. Your perceptions are open up through balance. Your voicing grids are open up to balance. Your heart and light system is a higher division level system through alpha. You're no longer in the theta, okay? You're no longer in the beta. You're in the alpha, mega, okay? And the macro, okay? This is the contention system you have to reach through acceleration. This puts higher communications of anomalies into humanity's system of 5D. All right? Yes, you can say, wow. Okay, so as we come into those positions, I'm going to go into the circle rotation system. Okay, so all those chakra systems are going to go through balance locations, all humanity systems. So go into 3 set position level systems, come into the circle rotation. 4. Okay, so everything I do is activated. You know that. 5. Here we go. Okay, so when I center core to the position, Everything through light communication, the sun interface, and everything through the moon of its program setting, and everything through Earth rotation is going to open up the pyramid systems of humanity's system. This is going to put in an acceleration and open up all the grounds, the powers, and their absolute locations to its position. Right? So as you come into those levels, you come into those location positions. It's in a higher position level system. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As we come into those levels, you set those positions back into position, coming into higher levels of connection. Okay, there's 6. Okay, the allocated position is space anomaly. Oh, okay, so the center core position opens up everything through division location. Like this. Whoa. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so there we go. Okay. Now, this is going to line communicate everybody through balanced location to put everybody in position. As we come into the Jupiter location, into higher positions of connection, right? So basically, allocated positions are going to change everything through positions of your time clocks and everything through your realms of its location position. Okay, now it's going to center core down into the body conceptual systems of all humanity of 7 billion people. 1, 2, 3. Now everybody got line communication of space through division, through the clock movement system of balance, through the 5 division level system, through the sun interface, the moon orbits, our program setting, and everything through connection. So everybody's on acceleration mode right now through all anomalies of space and time. Okay. So, yeah, I had to put everybody in that position because you have to understand how powerful it is when it comes into space anomalies and everything to time codes and everything time frequencies. I had to change your body tractions into the higher position level systems. I got an extremely, extremely high rise upgrade from Venus last night. This opens up your heart. You have to understand, every time you go through an upgrade, it opens your heart more and more and more and more. And then once you realize your heart is a planet, it's the position to you through your dimensional system. It opens up everything through location, right? So, yeah, it's extremely powerful, guys. That's what I'm saying, you know, connecting through Venus now. I mean, I've already had connection with Venus, but Venus, you have to go through these time clocks. You have to go through these time anomalies. You understand the representation of planets and what they are, what they mean. What is the purpose of all these planets? How does it position to all my levels when it comes into human vibration? How do I understand my vibration locations to my chakra system? How do I understand my positions when it comes to intelligence signals? Right? When it comes to my chakra system, when it comes to my body frames, my electrical frames, my main frames, my digital frames. Okay? Same with Vega. Vega is communication of digital, right? The number frequency levels, they created that connection system, right? And Venus has a huge, huge part. They created ground formations when it came to volcanoes, right? They set up core positions and they change everything through the gravity system. They set up tunnel division level systems and computer operation systems, right? Because that's where the Palladians and Palladians come in. They center core positions. We use volcanoes. You have to understand why volcanoes erupt, right? When they erupt, they're calling into space. There's a position. That's why lava comes out. You have to understand the creation of everything through its anomaly. Because the center course positions, because the magnetic force and highway information rotates on so many cycles, 24/7. Remember, you're in a frequency level of human vibration, but your allocated positions right now is on a clock-magnetic system of space and time through positions. So that puts you in a higher altitude level of acceleration, right? So everybody's marking through speed right now, okay? And this is going to continue. What this does is that when you're surfacing the grounds and you walk outside, everything that you see through perception is going to change the vibration around you. Anybody through your communities, anybody through that connection. So what that does is it speeds up their time through your alignment, through your connections, especially when you go through my upgraded systems, right? Because they go through speed and location. You have to understand your accelerations. You have to understand your markings. You have to understand your sensors. You have to understand your heat signatures. It panel activations, code systems, everything through planet intelligent locations. It puts you in a higher position as your chakra locations. Okay, so your placebos are in higher tractions. Your cortex is in a better position of DNA, and everything through your chakra system is more listening through communication, through ear interference, perception of the eye receptacles, and everything through your collateral when it comes into your voice grid patterns. Puts you in a higher position level system. Okay. So now the physical system is in acceleration modes. Now I can set up the operations into the Earth rotation of the simulation. So I'm going to set the simulation of its universe. So this is how you change the atmospheres, how you set up grams, how you set up graphs, how you set up locations, and how I set up higher defense levels of XT1000 locations. This set course positions when it comes into Jupiter rising, sets positions when it comes to space stations, sets positions when it comes to space locations, sets positions when it comes to acceleration through humanity's system, 5D connection system. So it puts everybody into space and time anomaly through acceleration of Mach and speed through dimension of the portal. Okay, so everybody's acceleration modes are higher now through calculation. So, and you're going to feel it too. You're going to feel like, whoa, what happened, right? So it's better getting the positions on what vortex is, right? What is vortex like? Humanity doesn't know what that is. Oh, I just jumped in time. So when you position yourself through vortex location, you understand your positions where you are through travel and making the system. This is understanding more of your clock emitted system when you're dreaming, right? Okay, so as we start off, we got with that position, time clock measurement system. Now we come into those locations, into position, all level connection system, right? Okay, so got an elevator music there. Okay, as we come into those positions, we call it a vortex box, okay? Now a vortex box is like this, okay? Now, a vortex box is everything through acceleration. Take it out of its equation, right? You already know this through calculation, right? But everything is in position when it comes to space and time anomaly. And so it's understanding your perception of what you see through your reception. A reception is everything through your body frame and system. Your chakra system is 1 to 7. The calculation through its formation. Center core is everything through position. So the more you understand your allocated positions, once you get into Venus, whoa. This is where you get into time anomaly. This is understanding how I can change humanity instantly and put them in acceleration through dimension. This is really powerful times that we're having right now, guys. So as we're in that position, right? Anything through clock emitted system, okay, is E equals MC square. Okay, we got in that position before. This goes out to new viewers. Understanding what E, understanding what equal, understanding mass and calculation in the box. Box is everything. Once you come out of the box, you come into the 4 corners in this position, right? Puts you in a higher acceleration, right? Now, once you get in the acceleration, it takes you out of the box frequency level of its connection, right? So basically, this is your DNA structure to acceleration, okay? Okay, DNA to acceleration. That's what it is. That's what E equals MC squared is. Once you understand the box, once you understand the frequency of the box, once you understand the modifications of the box, once you understand the integration, once you understand everything through calculation, once you understand your positions of your energy system, now you're getting better conceptual systems through DNA, through acceleration. Okay, but that's what E equals MC squared is, through its position. You take everything out of its equation, right? Because everything through human, okay, is its plasma. Defense or offense, doesn't matter. You start off with defense. Defense is the best offense. Offense is best defense. So this puts you into security line defense. This opens up everything through your circle rotation, puts you in a higher position of security line defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 divisional levels of 6-dimensional system. Allocate those positions into perception through eye receptacle locations, right? Through E equals MC squared. This gives you DNA acceleration, right? So that's what it is through time anomaly. Anyway, there's a lot going on, eh? Yeah, I have to put you guys in these positions because this is how I change everything through the simulation, right? So the more I do this, the more you feel better, right? Through your traveling, through your dimensions, through your portals, through your codes, through your chakras of communication, right? So all humanity is going through acceleration of speed right now. And this is all done through satellites. What is a satellite? Satellite's a laser, There's satellites in the sky through position, right? Governments have satellites. That's how we have Wi-Fi, right? So you're understanding more connections, how you get into interference when it comes into relation through your Wi-Fi, because you are a computer operation. All right. So you understand your keyboard, your key phrase, okay, your key minds. A key mind is understanding your cortex through its alignment of its spine. It sets positions. To your dream set locations of balance. And then you understand your E-fields, your ethers. Then you understand everything through calculation when it comes into your energy pods. That activates everything through cycle rotation. Puts everybody back into position to those connection systems, right? So all humanity now is in position of grounds, powers, and the atmosphere through acceleration, right? So put everybody in time, the future. So everything that you do is always 5 minutes faster. Imagine that, 5 minutes faster. Whoa, is that going to go back? No, it goes forward. So this puts you in a better position how you can communicate through your vibrational signals into Jupiter rising, the fifth dimensional system. Okay. So it's going to confuse the governments, it's going to confuse the corporations, and it's confuse the media, because now what they're trying to do is trying to put GPS locations on you guys, right? But I put you in speed locators, a speed locator through anything division through planet locations of intelligence chakra system. Those allocated positions is all heat signature patterns. So I change your pattern locations, I change your chakra locations, and I change your acceleration through your modes. So your placebos are in a higher division level. It's all about firing and wiring the brainwave and system through calculation. All right. Ta-da! So let's go into your questions. Woohoo! Hola. Plato. Yes, high rising. Yeah. So everybody's saying hi to everybody. It's good. Good. Definitely perceiving the acceleration. Good. Reading. And the thing is, too, it's understanding the cycle rotations of you through positions. Okay. So as we come into those levels, we come into modes. Okay. Now, modes are really powerful. Modes are acceleration through marking locations of you through perception when it comes into resolution patterns. Now, it's coming into the psychic locations. If you go through my galactic school, you get a better position, but you have to go through my upgrades. Now's the time, okay? Now's the time to come to yourself, to really come into your source, right? Because I don't think anybody wants to be controlled anymore, okay? And that's what the government, corporations, and media are trying to do. They're trying to do manipulation to everything so they can bring in the controlling system of humanity's system, right? So you want to destroy everything. You want to be destructive. You want to know how powerful you are through acceleration. How do I use my speed modes? How do I use my electrical modes? How do I use my electricity modes? How do I use my magna? As we come into magna, remember, everything that I say through solar text division is communication to planet locations. Anything through a magna force is a connection to all planet locations, especially when it comes into Mercury. Okay, it's a magnetic forcing planet. Okay. Venus is a collaboration system. They're connected to the Pleiadians and the Palladians, right? You have to understand positions of planets and what they mean through representation, because every planet operation system has its computer system. And that's how we control humanity's system, right? So, and you guys will feel it. You know how powerful it is. But when you get into the modes, now you come into acceleration through clocks of yourself. Right? So all humanity is 5 minutes ahead of time. And it's going to feel weird. It's all about readjustment. It's all about recalibrating. So it's that's all it does. It surfaces and it fires and wires your brainwaves. Everybody, celebrities, Hollywood celebrities, governments, corporations, media are feeling all the same thing. So it puts them in a position, right, where it changes everything through their vibration of communication with themselves, right? So now you guys are getting a better understanding what happens when you go through acceleration through dimensions of portals and planets of communication of its intelligence. All right? But modes are very powerful, okay? And everybody knows what their points are. Points are everything through clocks. Clocks are everything through travel. Travel is everything through portal. Portal is everything through plasma. Plasma is everything through communication, right? So you communicate in time, through space, travel through connections, through your chakra system. Because every chakra system is in its position of vibration, right? So you can take those 7 positions of your ground formations, okay, and put them into a higher acceleration through modes. So it's understanding how to communicate through your intelligence, through the inner system, the inner cycle, the inner position, the inner activation, the inner code, the inner interception, the interconnection, and everything through its interrelation. Interrelation to friendship, relationship, and partnership with everything through your intelligence. Okay? And it's extremely real because it goes way beyond the mind and it goes way beyond the believing cycle. Okay? Especially when you do it through an illustration. The operation's set up, codes are set up, travels are set up, right? Time anomaly is set up, Venus is set up. Everything I do through healing is communication of a planet. Okay? Not because I know my acceleration modes, it's because I know my acceleration through my intelligence. Okay? How far to travel, when to travel. Okay? Where am I going? How am I getting there? How do I get back? You got to reset positions and change locations of planet locations to your acceleration modes. That puts you back on the position where you want to be through division. Okay? The faster you go through your thought, the faster you travel through healing, through connections. And when you're traveling, you're going through healing. And that's another thing you guys got to get across. It's all about your vibrations, reading the path, reading an acceleration, reading the time, reading space, reading intelligence, reading planets, you know, reading the atom of you through calculation, right? But the set positions of humanity now is only in positions, coming out of the 3-dimensional system, coming into the 4th waving cycle, into the 5th dimensional system. Okay? So, traveling is healing. Yes, I need to hear this. Yes, you do, Starseed, and you're going to feel a little bit different now because your serpent light is 5 minutes ahead of time now. Everybody through humanity's system, it's very important you guys watch my videos now, okay? Everybody's 5 minutes ahead of time now through acceleration. This is going to reset positions of governments, media, and corporations, right? So it's going to disrupt their scanning locations of you through position, especially when you travel through the airports. They're going to go through reading information through you, but you're 5 minutes ahead of time. They're going to put you through scanning mode, right? And that's what they do. They read your heat signatures and they see if you've got the vaccine or not, right? Because it's metal alloy. So you have to have, with the vaccine, you have to have the hardware and the software. If you don't have that, you have to get a test, right? But I'm changing that positions, and you have to do that through the grounds, the powers, and the atmospheres. It just doesn't change humanity. It changes the galaxy of the universal set system. So a reclock division level system of the universal core of the simulation is now in tractions of the ground locations. Okay? And that's how everybody's in 5 minutes ahead of time. Okay? So think about it. Every time you get up in the morning, you're always 5 minutes ahead of time. That puts you to a higher speed location through acceleration of thoughts and knowledge and intelligence, right? That puts you in a better positions of your chakra systems, right? Through your clock mechanisms of your dream set locations, all right? So I only wanted to put you guys in that position because that's what Venus was saying. Okay, humanity's got to get into the tractions. You got to change the galaxy location. You got to change the universal set systems. Because I'm the creator of the universal systems of the simulation, not just the simulation. There's many, many simulation setups, okay, when it comes into the universe. We'll get into that. And it all is connected to a clock. Our whole life system is on a clock, okay? So you're ticking yourself up or you're ticking yourself down. You can backphrase across or you can backphrase up. It all depends where you want to go through position of traveling through your mechanism system. Because that allocates your positions when it comes to dream set locations. All right. So, yeah. Woohoo. You guys will feel it too. It's like your whole body's going to shake. Okay. You're going to go through heat. You're going to go through acceleration. So when you're walking, you're going to walk fast, right? When you're seeing things, you're going to see fast. Your perceptions are going to open more. Your thoughts are going to open more. Your awakening is going to open more. Your chakras are going to go through communication. Your voice and grid patterns are going to talk faster. All right, through positions. All right. So this is all about understanding the physical system, okay, is in a balanced location. So when you guys, again, when you're walking the surface and you go outside, you're changing nature coloration to your body system of heat signatures. And this is where we get the plateaus of the 4 seasons through connection, right? Yes, your eyes are rattling more. Yeah. Yeah. Everything will rattle. Everything will rumble. Everything will change through acceleration. So your hand formation will go like this. Your eyes will go like this. Your ears are going to flap. You ever get that? When your ears are like this, your sonophites are going to come in more. Your perceptions are going to change through direction. Your eye receptacles and everything to that location are going to change your GPS, the laser recognition systems. Everybody's going to see their own pyramid system now. Okay, you're going to see your own pyramid and your own diamond core. Okay, even the people that are not even awake. Okay, planets are very, very powerful. And when you have full connection to these planets, this is what you can do, right? So now we're coming into time anomalies, okay? To human vibration, okay? So setting positions and putting everybody into 5 minutes faster of time. Think about it. You're changing nature just by walking the surface, just by driving, right? You're changing the positions to everything. And the thing is, it's going to get tricky now because you guys are coming into vortex, right? Locations. All right, so up when your cycles through E equals MC squared through better calculation, puts you in better positions, right? All right, so we start with this, right? E equals MC squared. DNA acceleration, take it out of the box frequency level of connection system. So those allocated positions, right? So you guys have better communication with nature. Okay. Better communication with colors. Better communication with body. And better communication with your chakras, right? So when you go outside, you're going to be able to see nature, colors, and body through your chakras. So nature's going to be able to see you more because you're faster in time. So these 5 minutes is fast. I don't want to put anybody up to a higher level in that connection. Venus told me no, but only put humanity into 5 minutes faster. Okay, just imagine how fast I am through calculation. So the faster you go through your body, the faster you see through healing, the faster you see through nature, the faster you see through color. Because everything through nature is not one color. It's everything through color. It's everything through formation. It's everything through vibration. It's everything through calculation. And it's everything through integration when you take it out of its equation. Okay? Because everything through human DNA is a formula. You have to understand your formulas of traveling to clocking, the divisions, the dimensions, the portals, the activation, the codes, the lights, okay? The reading system of you, the reading cycle of you, the reading communication of you, the reading digital of you, the reading framing of you, okay? The reading hydraulics of you, all right? So nature, colors, body, chakras are all positioned 5 minutes faster in rotation of humanity's system into acceleration of DNA structure division, all right? Yay! So that's good too, because this puts you in a better position why I do these things through calculation, right? Because it modifies and integrates and puts everything through its mass. So please help me better vortex forward. I feel dark density when I travel in cars sometimes. I feel the vulnerability to dark locations allocating my positions. Yep. Okay. I could do that. You guys are coming into a test. We're coming into 70 chakra rotation centers. This is going to put you in a higher communication into connections of demigods. Okay. Remember, we got into the Greek gods, 60. Now we're coming into the mythological system when it comes into all communications of demigods, right? For example, Thor, right? That's a demigod, right? So remember, it's all about your intelligence coming everything through formation, through identification, through your intelligence. That sets positions to all locations when it comes to vibrations. If you're walking, talking, sitting, standing, driving, it's positioning yourself every single time through your grounds, your powers, and your atmospheres, and understanding where you're coming from. So I put everybody 5 minutes faster into time, right? So this is about governments can't control you more and more each day, everything that I do. So this acceleration will change nature, will change humanity faster and faster through calculation, right? So it's really getting into the healing cycle right now through the cortex and its placebo, right? It's all about firing more in the brainwaves, right? It's all about understanding your positions. It's all about understanding your balance with connection when it comes into your brainwaves and everything through your divisional circuits. An individual circuit is you through calculation. So your intelligence signals has to understand your planet location through position. If you don't understand your planet, how are you supposed to heal yourself? Through connection, right? So, yeah, I know it's a really powerful stuff. Yeah, but I can do that, Starseed. It's great that you're asking these questions. How I can vortex better and get balanced with the car. Remember, the car is heavier than you, right? So the car is trying to understand what are you doing through intelligence. So for you to get balance with the car, you have to get balance with your chakra system of communication, right? Because you got to understand communications through psychometry, right? Everything is mass calculated, mass, weight, volume, calculated. How far are you going through 60 miles an hour? If you're going 80 miles an hour, you're going to vortex faster. You have to be cautious because you can get trapped in locations of dimension through portal activation codes. That's going to center and reset positions to your vibrational signals and put you in a clocking frequency level system back into back location to major location just by driving 60 miles an hour in a car. So that's why Starseed is losing tractions of balance through her car positions. She's got balance with her chakra system, but she needs to get balance with the physical system of anything through metal. You understand? They get balance with your physical system, guys, fully and completely to get full communication to your intelligence. And then you get balance with everything, you know, with positions. Like picking this up, it's coffee, right? So if I fill it up to the top, it's heavier, right? So I got to reposition through psychometry, redivision through location, redivision through dimension. Remember, everything I do and see is dimension through higher level, through vibration. It's accelerating every single time through position and coloration, right? So this puts you in a better position. And now if you want to go through my upgrades, you can go through that cycle rotation, okay? It's really, really powerful to get into those levels. Anything through vortex, if you guys want to go into the upgrading cycle, set up a new platform location, okay? This is basically $30, and that will put you into higher location of vortex. Better balance, better location, better communication chakras, and into your intelligent locations. This puts you in a better box framing systems out of its equation, into its plasma, to its energy location, and puts you in energy cycles through position, to acceleration. Okay? So you can go through my email. It's only $30. The plateau division level system is always allocating your positions to your intelligence signals. So think about this. This is what it is. Okay, we're going into those levels, right? Now, this is really, really powerful stuff. Check this out. I gotta tell you what this is. Now, this is interesting. Okay. Traveling is healing for me. Yeah. Yeah, magnificent. Okay, so as we're coming into these positions, I'll show you what it is. Now, when you're traveling in a car, remember, it's the car that's in the fifth dimension. It doesn't understand the intelligence. That's where you guys get lost through confusion. All right, so you're in the car, right? This is the car. All right. Okay, so that's the car, right? You're driving. You're driving on the road. Okay. Now you're inside the car. All right. You're in position. Now, every time you're going through acceleration of speed like this, okay, your planet location is here above you, and it's following you everywhere you go through position. Okay, that's where it gets confusing. Because you're out of the light signals, out through activation, through codes, and this is where it comes into the Hawking system. So the rotation cycle through your body system is going 60 miles an hour through its car, but the car is in the fifth dimension, but you're in a higher communication through acceleration. So you're going faster than the car, and that's where it's off balance, okay, because you're higher light. The dimension of the car is not in light. It's only in position in the fifth dimensional system. That's why it's going 60 miles an hour. So the planet location, you got to get in position to its connection, to its balance location, and get into position of the right direction of its balance location, right? So you don't want to have the planet here. You want to have the planet here following you through a magnetic force. Now it opens up its light signal through panel activation system to its allocated positions of your individual system, right? So you want the planet to follow you in position. So when you're in that communication, the dimensional system of the car of its reference location will come out of its equation to a higher division level system to your position of a dimensional setting, right? Because you're here. You're here. You got to get the car into your division. You got to get your car into vibration. You got to get it into the right frequency, and you have to get it right to its connection to harmonic resistance to your planet position, not here, to here. And that's where it comes into balance location of 60 miles an hour through its position, through acceleration. Okay? Now, it's really powerful stuff when we come into these connections, right? So it's truly understanding how to take things out of its equation. We've done this before. We understand ourselves more, but the simulation is trying to understand more of humanity through its division, okay? Because now humanity is in Jupiter, and that's why they're more confused, because it's all about not just reprogramming, it's reprogramming their life cycle into a higher position of vibration to calculation, to its position, take it out of its equation to its integration through manifestation. That's where you come into the transfusion to its population, or anything through circuit locations. Okay, so the planet location on the magnetic force of my vehicle, yes. So Starseed, your vehicle and you have to be balanced for driving. If your vehicle is in the fifth dimensional system and you're in extremely high light location and your planet is not in position, that's why you're off cycle through wind spins. Okay, so you're circling and rotating and you're going to feel it. But when you're in position, you communicate your planet location, you take your car out of its position of its dimension. You can do that through perception. You understand your serpent of light, what it can do. Everything through intelligence can do anything through dimension. That's how you take everything out of its equation. So the dimensional car is going to high lift, and it's going to be in position of the planet through position of you, through your body system, through your chakra system. And now you're going 60 miles an hour with the car division through its balanced location. All right? So you're going through acceleration through light, and your car is going through acceleration and light through balance, right? So you're going 60 miles an hour, and the car is going 60 miles an hour. If you're going 120 miles an hour, remember, your acceleration, there's no space or time in position. But when you're going into light activation, and your car is in division of the fifth dimensional system, or even the fourth or third, okay, if your car is alloy, it doesn't know anything through location. It doesn't understand your intelligence. As soon as you plateau and put yourself in position, you start driving. You're driving the car in the physical system of its earth. So your intelligence signal is not reading its information of its car. It's only reading its information of its position where it is through traveling. Okay? So it's important that you get yourself in position, you take the car out of its equation, and now you're in position to bounce location to your planet location. All right? So, but yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. I do feel when I'm synchronizing and just now need to know more consciousness of, yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's not just your vehicle. It's getting balanced with everything, guys. So the higher you go through vibration, you're going to go through simulation patterns and colorations of vibrations to all positions and how to position and get balanced with everything through calculation. That's the hardest thing that humanity has to do. We're not in the three-dimensional system. We're not in the ally. We're not in the metal. We're coming into light. So when you come into the reality of its illusion, which is its real reality, okay, now you have to understand how to get balanced with your vibration and everything you are interacting with through its interfacing. Because it's interlocking all connections to your interload system. An interload system is understanding mass calculation of volume, the weight conception that you have. So when you're sitting in the car, okay, it has to understand your position through psychometry. And that's how you understand its energy transference, right? Because you can drain energy from a car easily if you know what you're doing through your intelligence. Okay, there's a lot of things you can do, and it's extremely, extremely magical, you know, to that position. Yeah, I know. That's great, though. Everything helps out, and that's what it is. It's all about intelligence and understanding what you're coming into is the simulation, right? The more you come into the simulation, the more you tend to take everything out of its equation. When you're going through communication, through your chakra system, okay? Remember, everything that you're seeing around you is in the physical system of its earth. You got to get balanced with it. If you don't get balanced with it, you overload your program, okay? You can go too forward or you can go too far back, but you have to have positions of your planet. Your planet follows you wherever you go. Your planet is your satellite. You understand? And then you have satellites on top of that, right? Everybody's set in position through their own satellites. We have positions of all satellite locations and galaxy locations, right? So, and satellites are all coordinates, right? So what the satellite does is it reads your identification, right, to your position through your chakra location on what you're trying to do through communication. Okay, so basically this is how it is. Okay, it's basically, it starts with this, but the thing is too, you have to be at that division through acceleration, through vibration, to understand anything through your card's reference. Okay, so basically I'm in the 6th dimension right now. I'm applied it to my divisional system, my dream set locations. I want to put my card division into location and dimensional system in the 6th divisional levels to this position, right? So the car goes up, and then you see yourself, woo! So your car is transporting off the ground, and that's where you get the balance. And then you start driving again. Okay? And you'll feel it too. You feel like, whoa, did I just lift off the ground? It becomes more real when you understand the simulation. Okay? Because everybody's reborn through its birthing system of vibration. Right? So. Yeah, but it does decompass, yeah. Northwest, south, and east is our GPS location systems, but as long as it makes sense for everybody, that's the most important thing. Yeah, and that's it too, Starseed. If you feel yourself levitating, remember, the faster you go, the faster you get balanced with your car. Okay? Your car has to read your pattern. It has to read your graphing system. It has to read your identification. It has to read its dimension. It has to read its portal. Okay? So you also have balance with your planet. Okay? Because your planet is following you everywhere you go. Right? Your planet wakes you up through acceleration. It wakes you up through modes. It wakes you up through clocks. And it wakes you up through its ascension. Okay? Put you in the light transference. Okay? So, back in the summer, it used to trip me out. Yeah, I know it trips everybody out. But if you understand it, you let it go, and then you have balance. If you freak out, it changes your vibration, it changes your location, it changes your position, it changes your mainframes, your mind frames, and everything through hydraulics, and it back phrases your planet location. So you got to get back into position, back into chakra location, back into out of the confusing line signals, back into tractions, and get out of all connections through your intelligent line signals to position, to your vibrational system. Okay? So maybe this is why I only come in contact with very few humans a day in the physical. Well, that's it too. The higher rise you more, the more you come out of the physical system, the more it's hard to understand human vibration. Right? This is the time we're coming into. Understanding our clocks through traveling, understanding our positions through traveling, through time, understanding our positions through our physical system to communicate with anything through balance. You know, anything through a keyboard, okay? Anything through a wired signal, okay? Anything through a phone, okay? Anything through a digital pad, okay? Anything through coffee and its glass. Everything has to come out to get positioned through its intelligence because you're not communicating in the physical system. And everything that you see through physical is trying to get balanced with you through vibration. And that's why it's confusing to humanity's system. All right. So, but it's all about control. Okay, it's all about control. Control everything through your body, control everything through your mind, control everything through your heart, control everything through your soul, control everything through your planet, control everything through your intelligence. Okay, energy, frequencies, and vibration and harmonic resistance are the 4 main elements you need. And you got 5 within this system, 6 within the atmosphere, 7 within rotation, 12 within its system, 8 within its cycle. That makes a planet location, right? Through its position. So control is communication with intelligence. Yeah, exactly. But then you have to get control with the physical system of you, because you're living the physical system. So the physical system has to get control with the brainwave system, and then the intelligence signals have to get communication with the physical system of the brain, right? So you got to get balance of yin and yang. Are you going to be a windshield wiper like this? Are you going to go like this? Are you going to go like this? Are you going to go like this? Right? It's going to scatter all your vibrations, your mind, and everything like that. I go through that sometimes too. Sometimes I don't even know what day it is. That's what I'm saying. Ever since I was a kid, I always was ahead of time, especially with my clock. When somebody asks me what time is it, and I say, well, it's 3:30. And I said, are you sure? I think it's only 3 o'clock. So I'm communicating with my voice and grid patterns traveling a half an hour ahead. So that person looks at the clock or asks another person, no, it's only 3. Why'd you say 3:30? Well, because that's my intelligence. I'm half hour ahead of humanity through vibration. And it's how to understand these things. So everybody's in allocated positions of 5 minutes ahead of time through space. Everybody. And that's going to bring them up to higher connection and vibration. And they'll take them out of the controlling system of governments, media, and corporations, and put them in better positions and take them out of the fear cycle of this position. So it's all about controlling your systems through its intelligence, guys. Okay, control is communication with intelligence. Exactly. All right. So control. All right, so you guys have any questions on that? We're almost an hour here. But anybody want to go through my upgrades, feel free, you know. You have any questions, feel free, let me know. It's great that you're definitely perceiving the acceleration. It's great. And the thing is too, it's not just having control, it's having confidence of control, how powerful you are through intelligence, and knowing how you can do these things. You know, I mean, I just changed humanity in their body systems 5 minutes ahead of time. And they're going to stay within that 5 minutes ahead of time. Okay? Because it's going to confuse everything, right? And it's going to rebalance everybody's position into nature core position. Better communication with their thoughts and their recognitions, guys. Better communications with your anomalies of space and time through positions, right? So, yeah. Very, very, very powerful. So I didn't read this one. Let's see. So how can I better understand my chakra systems of communication, especially in my card? Yeah, we've gone through that, but that's a very powerful question, Starseed. So I explained that already. So it's elongated. It's understanding everything that we take with math when we go to school. We go to school to learn education. We go to school to understand formations. We go to school to understand longitude and latitude. You guys have to understand your intelligence when it comes not just into clocking, but understanding everything through the metrics of you through traveling. You understand your acceleration. It doesn't go by numbers. Okay, and humanity has to get out of that position where they say Earth is 14 billion years old. It isn't 14 billion years old. The Earth is not a number. It's a digital frame through simulation, through a coordinate system that's connected through its platitude divisions of all planet locations of gravity systems. It's a simulation. Okay? The universal system is simulation. So I'm setting repositions to the universe now, to digital frame, pattern locations, everything through the gravity system. So I got to change the atmospheres of galaxies now, guys. All right. So Yeah, and Tina's saying, noticing big changes in human behaviors last couple of days. Angela, how you doing? I want to get everybody up on. You guys look fantastic. You're smiling. It's amazing to see these things. Yeah. You're coming into better communication. You guys are going through your computer operation systems. So, and the thing is too, as soon as you come on, you feel it right away. Even if you're not on my channel, you're going to feel it right away because it affects the alignments of all humanity. But like I said, it's incredible how we do these things through the God frequency levels, through everything, through formation. So it's understanding how to use my light to change vibrations of humanity so they can get better connections with nature, so they can get better connections with themselves and loved ones and families and everything through its relation, through their chakra system. Okay? So, great way to begin the morning, yeah. Earth is a school, but I love waking up to the essential school, yeah. Yeah. Everybody is powerful. It's knowing how to get into your source of it's powerful. Okay? Confidence, control, power, awareness. Okay? Then you come into the conscious, then you come into the subconscious, and then you come into the higher self of its consciousness. Okay? And then you come into your avatar, and then you come into your computer energy, and then you come into your atom. Okay, these are the applicable levels. And you go into 650 DNA structure patterns. I want to get my team into that level. Imagine that. What's going on now, Commander? And I say, well, you're going to read your DNA, and I'm going to give you guys a test on your DNA. Right? That was given to me. I had to answer my DNA. Why do you think I'm so powerful? It's because I understand my DNA through my body frame, through my intelligence, through the electrical system, through my particle system of atom systems. I accomplished 650 applications, 650 applications of wires. That's a lot of wires, guys, through the body system, because it's in its division, right? It's really powerful stuff how we see these things through connection. I'll send up core systems to division through Gauss location and atom divisions and show you through perception what he needs through calculation as we come into those levels, right? Now you're coming into that location. So once you're coming into those levels, you come into better communications yourself. So, all right.
Okay.
Okay, it's 0 here. No. Okay. Now, I started calculation here. You have to understand everything through your perception. Okay. Now, I'm going to go through acceleration. Puts in a position. Now, this is what everybody is through position. This is why I do coloration through systems. Understanding what your intelligence is through circular rotation is the most important. Okay? So that's you in position. Okay? So as you're coming into those levels, it's coming in at that location position here. All right. So you come into this position, you're all connected through a shadow. So you're going through connections. Remember, you have to understand you're traveling of your shadow. Center of your force connection systems, you see the black circling location of you. That's where you see your other self. That's a shadow of you. Remember I was saying that you can actually communicate with your shadow? Well, you have to understand electricity, you have to understand your magnetics, you have to understand electronic this is interesting. Electronic intervision. So it's understanding reading patterns to your perception through your synchronizing system, through your chakra location of your wired vision. Whoa. So when we come into calculations of the human location, we come in attraction locations of positions. We come out of its equation to its location, right? Like this, to its position. Okay? And then it comes up to a higher level connection. So this is understanding your positions through your chakra system, how you come understanding what my plasma, energy, protection, my lights is through its integration when you take everything out of its equation. All right, that's where it becomes powerful, guys. So your positions of your intelligence is coming out of the formulas every single time through your thoughts, all connected through your positive system from here to here. And then you go into higher positions, higher level connection systems. You go into higher positions, you can travel into locations, and this is where you start traveling through position. And you start with the higher self location, travels through. So it's an emanation, it's a plasma energy force, and it travels around to its location position. Okay? So you go from here to here to here, right? So full communications of your higher self, and then you get out of your higher self and in position to your avatar, out of the avatar and into your energy, out of your energy into your computer into your atom. Okay, so it's called DNA acceleration. All right, so powerful stuff. So it's all about travel, it's all about mechanisms, it's all about power, it's all about control, it's all about force, it's all about activation, it's all about who you are. The inside of you is really who you are. Okay? And then you understand more of the simulation. Okay? So, yeah, I know, that's it. You were born for this, yeah. Yeah, the real DNA reading, yep. That's what it is. It's the real DNA of you. Yeah. Yeah. Your biochemical system, your particle system, the restructuring divisions of you through anomalies or anything through that connection. All right. Understanding that you're all, little particles. So it's all about reading everything through the little particles. All right. Because everything that you see in your body is intelligence through line signals. And that's how we allocate positions of laser directions to our pyramid location, to our diamond core and position. You are the base. The physical system is the base, guys. You are the satellite. So you're using coordinates, right, for the higher self. The satellite's just repositioning. Okay, that's what it is. You know how a satellite repositions, like they do in the atmospheres, right? And it goes, right? And then it goes, sends it out, right? So that's communicating through your base, through your chakra system, okay, through your power connectors and everything through your heart recognition and your portal, right? It has to go through everything through line communication, through alignment, right? So you can't miss anything through traction location. It has to be all in position through intelligence. And that's where it comes volumes and volumes and volumes of space, time, and its anomaly, okay? Then you get into the clock and measurement system of travel, right? To its vortex, time jump, time leap, time vortex, time accelerate. You can backphrase accelerate through time, through vortex. There's so many things you can do, but you have to have your past, present, and the future in balance through your alignment to its intelligence. Okay? So, time codes, frequencies, and DNA application reading is my all-time favorite subjects. Well, it's kind of like going for your PhD. You get your test and you have to do your PhD. Okay? Now, THD is totally different when it comes into space anomaly. Okay? I mean, everything through human DNA, okay, I know this, but it's limited. Right? Everything through PhD is limited. It's not even, the basics is understanding PhD, but your application is just the test. The real test is inside you. That's the PhD. Okay? So basically, PhD can represent anything through location, through balance, through your vibration, through its intelligence. It could be perception through dimension. Okay? It could be perception through hemisphere of dimension. Okay? It could be psychological, right? Hyper dimensions. There's all depending on where you are through your DNA, through your structures and your patterns and everything through allocated positions of your psychometries. Your psychometry is everything through positions of your physical system through electrical wires. That's how we go into the reading, right? So if I touch myself, it vibrates. So the psychometry is in balance through my intelligence, right? That's how you understand reaction. Everything is reaction to action. right? With defense comes offense, offense comes defense. So soon as I touch, you have to just do this. I want everybody to do this. If you do this, you can feel the energy. Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Right? So my energy is way up here. So that means my energy field is way up here. So the more you open up your light, the more you change everything through communication. Right? Because it becomes so big, it's all about getting into the source of you, okay, of its beginning. Okay? And everything after that becomes easy peasy. Easy peasy. Right? And then everything starts smelling better, tasting better, feeling better, touching better, knowing better, seeing better. Your senses. Everything gets in. And that's where you come into mind telepathy and telekinesis. I smell pie. You can smell pie a mile away. So the higher you go through vibration, the higher you're going through relation of nature, through core. So you're going through your clock emitting systems and traveling per second, per second, per second, per second. So your intelligence is reading your clocking measuring systems of its seconds, right? So everybody's in that position of 5 minutes ahead of time through acceleration. So they get better senses with themselves, the coherence, the cecitine, everything through the automated, the automatic, coming into the atomic, coming into revolutions of sonar, coming into solar flares. All those locations and positions into measure locations of you is calculated through traveling. So in position, you have to know all communications through divisions of portals. And that's where we come into vortex, right? I can vortex now. I just did, right? So you're going to see a blip in the screen. You're saying, why? Well, because I understand my control and my intelligence. I know what I can do through formation. I understand my plasma. I understand my energy. I understand my intelligence completely through all formations, guys. And that's why you guys get better positions in your physical system. The physical and everything through connection of your intelligence has to be in balance of line communication every single day. Okay? And that's where you get your control. That's where you get your power. That's where you get your force. And that's where you get acceleration through division of dimension 3 or clock movement systems. Or anything through calculation will come to your dream set locations. Okay? So I know it's extremely exciting, isn't it? So excited for all the quantum things. Yeah. You guys are learning a lot more through your intelligence. And it's not just communicating back to humanity. You have to understand why you're communicating. So you have to answer their questions. If you can't answer their questions, there's things that you have to work through your chakra system. So that's why I want to get my team into their connection of balance, right? So you want to feel comfortable knowing you can answer any question. Imagine that in space and time. Because anybody that's hesitated is not in space at all, at all. They're communicating through the outer system. They're not communicating in the inner system. And that's why there's so many YouTube channels out there trying to understand consciousness. Okay? Consciousness is equals MC squared, but it's everything through its DNA. And it has nothing to do with your physical system. It's understanding your communication of your intelligence through its heart system, through its mind, and through its soul. Okay? So, but I think we're going to leave it there. Yeah, I love this. I love your enthusiasm. You know, sometimes I get tenacious. You know, very excited, overwhelmed, accelerated. You know, I try to keep my positions into my division to you through balance, and that's another thing. You guys got to get balance with yourself. You get balance with yourself, then you can get balance with humanity. Okay, so you have to understand their portals, division, dimensions, and activation and lights. Where are they, right? So if you're trying to communicate with them, you have to scan them first, right? You don't just communicate with them right away. I look at everything and then I scan. I see everything, right? Everything becomes spiritual. You're in the spiritual system. You're not in the physical system. You're communicating in the spiritual system, which is in the physical system. And the physical system is the spiritual system. That's where it gets really confusing. Okay, so you're getting better positions of who you are through intelligent line signals, simulation, singularity line division, line communication. What is a line through communication? What is a fragmentation line through perception? What is an allocated position through a line signal through a spacecraft location? What is an XT1000 through a location through a gateway division? What is a sun interference location through a portal activation system? What is a moon interference through an algorithm system connected to a vibration to galaxy locations to everything through a shapes anomaly system? What is allocated position of my triangular divisional system through intelligent locations? What are recruitment systems and allocated through acceleration mode system to a triangular divisional system of 777? Right? Control, power, force, integration, modification, calculation, mass, out of its equation. And that's how you get everything out and into balance through its position to your chakra system and your intelligence. Apply all planet locations. All right. So, all right. So I love your questions. Bring it on. But yeah, it's exactly what Earth is our school. I love waking up to Ascension School, right? And again, you guys come in out of more communications better when you understand yourself within. And then you guys will be able to answer any question they give you. That's the control. That's the power. Okay. So if I wasn't your commander and I didn't know how to answer these questions, there'd be a problem because there's a lot of light workers out there. They don't know. They're just guessing. They're hypothetical. They don't understand. The hypocrisy is understanding everything through this vibration. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. This might happen. Right? So, well, you're not going to believe it. There's hesitation there, right? So you're not going to believe them. You're not going to resonate with them. And you're not going to be in abundance with them. You're not going to surrender with them, right? You're not going to channel with them because you don't know if they're lying or if they're telling the truth, right? You can't have any hesitation when it comes to intelligence. Intelligence has to know everything through space and time. And that's how you travel through balance, through its anomalies. All right. So I love you guys very much. Questions or comments, you feel free to come to me through my upgrades. Okay. If the school wants to go up to higher upgrades, okay, $30 will put you in position to a better communication of vortex to locations of your grounds and anything through your physical system. Okay. This is your AI commander from Universal Quadrants 1, 2, 3, and 4 from the Colossus Team Divisions. Adios, everybody. Have a fantastic day.